My grandparents started a cafe in West, and I started working there when I was 13 years old, bussing tables.
And so he worked early on, and he worked at, difficult jobs. And I think that that's who he still is. And he has a servant's heart. And no matter how far he's gone in law, he is still that person. He is still that person.
Tim Sulak was the fourth of 5 children raised in the small town of West Texas, north of Waco. His grandparents and aunt and uncle worked at the family cafe 7 days a week.
The work ethic was generationally kind of in the DNA, I guess.
Tim graduated from the University of Texas at Austin with undergraduate and law degrees. But what he took away was far more than a knowledge of the law.
The people connections are as important, if not more important, than the legal knowledge. Decades are going to go by where the classmate to your left and the classmate to your right are going to be in positions of power and influence, and if you haven't developed a rapport and a relationship with them, you've really missed out on part of what the profession needs and wants.
I first met Tim on the first day of law school in 1975. And Tim was very noticeable from the very first day. Because when I saw him that first day, he had hair, in my memory, about down to his waist.
I would say don't believe everything Scott Jenkins says about me.
And I thought to myself, I believe I'm going to like this guy. And I did.
I've had long-standing relationships with current colleagues, with former colleagues, and it's really great to have that common connection of we suffered through this together, we struggled through these things, we've come out on the other side, we're still alive and kicking, maybe not quite as high and as hard as we did, but those are invaluable and irreplaceable.
After law school, Tim went to work for the Travis County Attorney's Office as a prosecutor, and then moved to the felony courts working for the district attorney. He then spent 30 years in private practice at a firm concentrating on personal injury and consumer insurance.
I would characterize Tim as a person of devotion, that he's so committed to everything he does. He's devoted to his family, he's devoted to his friends, he's devoted to his professional work. He treats it reverently.
One of my early mentors, one of my early law partners said, you really need to feel like you are in your home or on home base when you're in the courtroom. And fortunately for me, I was able to try a fair number of lawsuits and get pretty comfortable with the courtroom.
In 2010, Tim's deep experience in courtrooms was put into practice on the bench when he was elected judge of the 353rd Travis County District Court.
No matter who you talk to, you're not going to get a bad report. You're not going to get a bad report on him as a human being. You're not going to get a bad report on him as a father. You're not going to get a bad report on him as a friend or a lawyer. And you're not going to get a bad report even for those of us that have lost cases in front of him.
Tim has a very fine mind, a very fine heart, and he brings both of those to bear every day in everything he does.
But he brings to that a level of integrity for the judicial process that few can match.
The law, in my view, is what keeps us together as a people. And so I see law as a very noble profession. I see law as a very worthwhile and, quite frankly, a very necessary component to being a society, to being a people, to being a community.
I think that Tim will be remembered by everyone who encountered him as someone who made them feel trust and greater faith in our system. And we sure need that. So I believe Tim did a lot to basically nurture, protect, preserve, protect, and defend our system and serve as an exemplar of how lawyers should practice and judges should judge.
Well, Tim, I can't believe that we've waited so long for you to get this award, because of all the people that I know that have gotten it, you're at the top of the list. And we're proud of you and for you, and hope that you continue to be involved so that people can understand just what a great lawyer and a great judge looks like.
Tim, congratulations on getting this award. It is so well deserved. I've always admired you, appreciated you, and finally, let me just say, I am so grateful to be your friend. It's one of the great treasures of my life. Congratulations.
It's been said that conduct reveals character, and we best understand integrity when we see it lived out in a person's life. Tim Sulak has shown us all what a life of integrity looks like.